Greetings, boys, girls, and cheese bags everywhere. We are finally back after a trip to Indiana and back, and an amazing Brit Floyd show, an orgy of beef, and a little bit of time off. Tales from the Crawl Space podcast is back, and we're back in a big fucking way with the international episode, part 3. And across the miles and across the smiles is Mr. Brad Harvey. How are you, Brad?
I am the orgy of beef that he was referring to, by the way. And, yes, Jack, man, it's good to see you again. I'm doing great. Been a long week, and I'm sure our 5 wonderful hosts or guests can attest to that. It's been a long week, so I'm looking forward to having a nice chat with everybody. Jack, I hope you're doing good.
I am, and you were kind of right, because one of the people here was a host, was a guest host with me.
A host, yes, a guest host he was, yes.
Andres just jumped off here. Hopefully he'll come back. I'll wait for him.
God, man, we're only 1 minute into the show, and we've already pissed somebody off to the point of leaving.
Well, you go ahead and flap your gums for a second. I'm going to tell him to get back on.
Fair enough. All right. Well, let's introduce the survivors here. So, of course, we've got the one and only Rodney Bruhm over here from Nova Scotia. Is returned once again, and he is fit and ready to rock. So, Rodney, how you been, man?
I have been getting the shit kicked out of me this summer with yellow jackets, mice, rats, ants, you name it. But life here in Nova Scotia is sweet, brother. It is sweet, and I'm so happy to be back. Thank you all.
And we're glad to have you, Rodney. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And also want to introduce, once again, he's been on the show a couple times. Is actually our newest member of the Mod Squad at Pest Control Humor Depot, my favorite group. Dave Lyon. Dave, welcome to the show again.
G'day, everyone. Glad to be here.
Hey, we're glad to have you, man. Everything going all right down under?
Yeah, we're starting to head into spring, so things are starting to get busier now. Like, I did 3 termite jobs this week, so got absolutely hammered this week, so it was good.
Outstanding. So, and then let's fly across the other side of the globe, and another recurring member of another recurring guest on the podcast is the one and only Mario Filipi. Mario, welcome back, my friend. It is great to see you again.
It's great to see you again, guys. Thank you for having me again.
First time face to face too. The first time face to face.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we've actually you actually got it, and your picture's coming in really nice.
And he's got his Tales from the Crawl Space shirt on too. Look, fucking rocking the Tales from the Crawl Space shirt. Look at that shit.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the man right there. We're hosts, and we're not even fucking wearing them. So that tells you right there. There's a diehard Tales from the Crawl Space badass right there. So glad to have you back, buddy. And let's run back across. Let's play pinball with the shit and go to Cape Town, South Africa. Andries, I hope I'm pronouncing your first name right. Lingenfelder.
That's correct. You're one of the few people that get that correct.
I can't even get Nina Jenkins out right, but I can get your name out. Oh man,
it's great to be on you. What an honor!
First time on the show, so we're thrilled to have you, Andres, and so buckle up for a hell of a ride today. And
thank you.
And certainly not least, from the good old United Kingdom is our good buddy and host of his own podcast, Pest Perspectives, Shaun Muller. Shaun, welcome to our show again.
Thanks for having me on. How you doing?
We're doing great.
Doing awesome. Good to see you.
And quite frankly, Jack and I are stunned that you actually agreed to come on the show again due to the fact that we just totally wrecked your show last time we were on it.
Well, actually, it weren't too bad compared to the Beauties and Beasties.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
That was like a mission. You were like, how many minutes in can I derail it completely?
We did a good job too. We did.
The funny thing was, they acted like they loved it.
It was a really popular show.
God knows what they said to you, but boy, oh boy, man, No, actually, we had a good time on both of those shows. As a matter of fact, I think there's only one show that we're absolutely, utterly banned from, but it didn't have anything to do with pest control, and we won't get into that.
I bet you for Beauties and Beasties, that's the only time on their show they'll ever hear the word penis.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. but it's not the only time you'll ever hear on our show.
No, Shaun was in the chat typing, say it.
Because I really most of them wouldn't know what you meant when you suddenly say it. Say it. I was like, I'm messaging you. Say it. They won't. Most of them wouldn't know what the hell's this guy on about. Why did you say that?
Then I whipped it out, and everybody's like, "Oh, I get it. Now I get it. Now I get it."
Right, yeah.
Here comes the penis.
All of a sudden, it came to light. Shaft of light emerged from the heavens.
No, the shaft emerged, just not from the heavens.
Not from the heavens.
like a fucking eclipse.
It is a nice penis. It is a really nice penis. And see, I got it in early on the show today, so Candace will be happy.
Absolutely did.
Candace will be very happy. Now, we do an international episode about what? I'd say once a year, really. I think we did a double header a couple years ago, I think. Didn't we, Brad?
We did. Yeah, I believe so.
2, 3, 4. We're missing Shaun. Where'd Shaun go?
He pressed something on his phone, and he was gone.
Shaun.
Here he is.
Okay.
There he goes.
From the depths.
I'm back.
Yeah, but anyway, I just wanted to add that we're live, but where's all the chat, man? Come on, folks, let's have it.
Let's see. We got 4 people on right now, just listening and lurking. So
they're lurking. They're waiting. They're actually waiting for us to say something interesting, and then they'll chat. So I guess we've been bored shitless. We're boring them shitless, Jack.
But one of them's Jenny, because she messaged me saying I'll see you in 5 minutes. So she's watching.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to my my good buddy at the Scarlet Letter, Jen Shea. If you're listening, if you actually were able to make it onto the website to catch us, good to have you here. Love you.
Definitely good to have you. And whoever's in there in chat, good to have you here. And if you're not on chat, you listen to it later. Go ahead and fuck all the way off.
Hey,
we love
there
you.
you go.
Fuck all the way off.
All day, all night. Fuck off.
Man. This is my Tuesday or Wednesday morning long drive indulgence. I always save it up for when I've got that long ass drive, an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like, what are we going to listen to this morning, Rod? Well, we're going to listen to the TFTC podcast, motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And there we go.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to cruise
Those long drives.
You know, smoke a couple darts, and there we go.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we keep those podcasts for those long drives.
Oh, buddy,
man.
yes,
I can't tell you how many times I've heard that, and that does my heart good. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah,
it does our heart good, brother. Like, this is amazing. It does our heart good because it gives people like me an outlet. Gives people like me something to be like, fuck. There's other people out there that get what I'm going through daily. Right, and it's fucking beautiful, man. Right, it's beautiful.
I love that.
The ones that kill me is I'll get a DM from somebody saying, "Hey, I was there. She is. There's old Jenny. Thank you, Jenny.
Jenny, lady,
and
hey,
but I'll get a text from somebody saying, "Hey, in the podcast you did back in 2023, you were saying blah blah blah. What'd you mean?" I was like, I don't fucking remember. I wish I did. You know, I give you an answer, but it's like, Christ, that was 2 years ago. You know, I've moved on. I've had other problems.
I can't remember what I had yesterday. What do you mean about 2 years ago?
Yeah,
exactly.
A listener that goes by the name Sancho. One time he reminded me of something that I said a few years ago. He said, "Man, I found it really inspiring, and it's really helped me get through things." I'm like, I've got no idea what you're talking about. And he had to remind me. I'm like, oh, I know I said that. I don't remember when I said it. So, well, international pest control. I know that we're thinking about doing a series of pest control in the United States, state by state, and I think that's going to be a good series of shows. But I remember Mario talking to us about having a bunch of yellow scorpions. Mario, didn't you have an issue with yellow scorpions for a while?
Changing platforms, eh?
Yeah, we still have yellow scorpions all over the place.
Holy shit,
It's a
man.
massive
Yeah.
It's a massive infestation. And it's
How big
coming,
are they? How big do they get?
Sorry?
How big? How big?
Yeah. About how
Like
big
this.
does a yellow scorpion get? Oh, good son.
But they
Good
are
shit,
but
son.
they are very harmful, They and they are only females. They reproduce by themselves. They don't need males to reproduce. So
They're
they
asexual.
reproduce fast and fast and fast.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I bet if they were in
Yeah.
Louisiana,
They
down on the
reproduce
Gulf Shore, that somebody
parthenogenesis.
figure out a way to cook them.
Oh yeah, have us a scorpion boil.
Yeah, have a scorpion boil. Yeah, a little butter, maybe some Tony Shears seasoning.
Up, that's
What do they do in Afghanistan? They smoke them.
No,
Actually, get your heart.
no. Tell me,
Is that
Mario, how fast do they reproduce, and how poisonous are they?
Oh man. I'm sorry. Can you repeat, please?
Okay, how fast do they reproduce, and how poisonous are they?
Yeah, how fast
They,
and how poisonous?
They can kill. They can kill a child or old person who have some health problems, right? But about how fast, I don't know how I can't say to you right now. I don't remember. But they reproduce very fast. It's 2 times faster than regular scorpions. 2 times faster.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Man.
Now, Dave, I mean, in Australia, I mean, do you have shit like that? You got scorpions down there, or what's the nastiest thing you have to deal with?
Well, scorpions, it's one of the few things we don't have that are highly venomous. So everything else will kill you, but the scorpions are okay. Where I am, because I'm down south, we don't get a lot of the really crazy stuff, but the majority of the time, what you need to avoid is the snakes. So you might find snakes in your bait stations or falling under a house. You might come across some snakes, and you definitely want to avoid those.
Yeah.
We also have mouse spiders, which are highly, highly venomous. You don't come across those too often because they're burrowing spiders. So unless you're doing a lot of digging, that's the only time you're really going to find them. But we get a lot of redback spiders, whitetails, that sort of thing. But the majority of those aren't too bad unless you're elderly or a young child, that sort of thing. So
Wow,
That's crazy.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy shit.
the
That's crazy shit.
ants will mess you up. All of our ants sting like wasps. So if you're not watching what's going on, one of them claws up your leg and stings you in the butt. They hurt. They hurt a lot.
That's most uncomfortable.
It's like
Definitely.
Yeah.
it's like
I
velvet
think-
ants. It's like velvet ants.
Velvet ants, cow
Yeah.
killers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
most of that are
I'm situated in the Midwest, United States, in a very odd state called Indiana. But I think the most dangerous thing here is actually the customers. We got a lot of stuff that can annoy you, and maybe give you a nice bump on your skin or whatnot. But no, customers will fucking kill you here. I mean, yeah, they'll kill you either just like flat out, just popping a hole in your chest, or they'll just grind you down to a nub until you are no more.
Well, that the wives, customers, girlfriends, it's all kind of the same, really.
Yeah, but when our wives grind us down to a nub, it's a completely different thing, and we don't mind. But
Oh, buddy.
Don't you talk about my nub like that?
Oh,
Don't you talk about my
buddy.
nub like that?
I ain't
my
gonna say
nut,
nothing. My wife's listening.
she's listening. Hi, Mrs. Lingenfelder.
I'm proud of my nub. Thank you very much.
That's right. Yeah, and you're not ashamed to call it a nub.
That's well, you know, nub isn't a size thing; it's just shape thing. So it's it may be big, but it's like a
nub could be
bald, it's like a bald groundhog.
Yeah, an elephant seal.
Now, Andries, what's the most nastiest thing you got to deal with in South Africa?
Okay, so, well, snakes. First of all, snakes. The Cape Cobra, boom slang or Cape Cobra is one of the most poisonous around here. Snakes. We got like redbacks, like Dave said. We got a type of redback, a spider. That's also nasty, and then it's called a violent spider that we've also got over here. That's real nasty, and it'll eat away your flesh. But the biggest thing we're struggling with right now is something that the European Union brought in. I'm struggling to get the name of it right now, but it's banning rodenticides, and California is having a big part of it.
Don't get me started.
We got a couple of rodenticides banned from us right now, and we still got brodifacoum and cholecalciferol and some of those, but most of them has been banned
because it's not an anticoagulant. That's what they're targeting, the anticoagulants.
Yeah,
they are. So in the UK at the minute, the HSC Health and Safety Executive has now put out a survey to all pest control in the industry, and then basically they're saying, is there any alternatives to anticoagulants? And don't worry, we're going to defend our toolkit, and we're going to say you can't get rid of it. You just can't.
Yeah.
There is no.
There's no like some sort of like vitamin disruptor or some shit.
No, what it is, if you use cholecalciferol, a lot of the time it doesn't work in every situation.
Yeah,
you see, it can work on a farm, but in domestic settings, it's quite dangerous to dogs because if they eat it, they're dead. There's no. Well, there is an antidote, but you're talking tens of thousands of pounds, not just a vitamin K1 shot from the vet.
No.
So they're doing a survey.
That's the big thing we're talking about right now, and it's they're saying, over here in South Africa we've got crop life, and they're all about owls and animals and birds, and it's you got to go green and ban rodenticides and cholecalciferol or cholecalciferol. But what they don't tell the people is if you do get the antidote, it's much more expensive if your dog gets it. And we've got people. I just took over a site this week where you've got that they call it fast bait over here, one of the variants, and the people that buy the buckets full of it, and they just throw it everywhere. So whatever gets to it. There's no bait stations. There's no nothing.
The people behind this lobbyist in the EU is a digital traps company.
Oh yeah,
there you go. There you go.
There's a company that's backing it, and they want all rodenticides banned, so you have to use pure traps, and you can't just use pure traps because we all know there's shyness too.
Yeah, exactly. They get wise to traps fast.
Yeah.
If you look at like the percentages of active ingredient and the body weight of the target pest.
Yeah.
If you're using bait boxes properly, if you're doing your job properly, and you're doing your due diligence, the secondary poisoning is going to be such a minimal. Like you can feed this shit to the owls if you want. You can take a dead rat and feed it to the owls. It ain't going to do shit to that.
Yeah.
Because most of that active ingredient, active ingredient is gone. right?
Yep,
This isn't the
exactly.
old school
It's been
days.
metabolized. It's been metabolized.
It's been metabolized, and the damage is done. You
Right.
know,
It's
That's
all
not
these
what
hope. It's all
all the
all the
experts are saying it's not, but they can't link it to the actual death. They just found trace elements.
trace amounts, right?
That's it.
Like,
No,
Well,
And the
thing
trap
about the
companies-
experts, Sean, is the experts are not. The experts are making more than what their salary is.
Oh,
You know,
obviously, yeah.
you think about in my area, we've got a big issue with raccoons pulling like resolve packets, the soft packets out, and just eating them like they're fucking candy, right? So certain accounts you have to use, you have to go to the hard blocks you can't use, or you've got to figure out a different trapping system. Great.
Yeah.
You've got a raccoon that's
raccoons.
smaller than most fucking rakins, brother. You've got a raccoon that's eating this shit hand over fist like candy and coming back for more day after day after day and not dying. Yet you're telling me that hawk just ate a rat that was poisoned and I'm the reason it's dead? Fuck off.
Right.
Like don't take the tools out of somebody's toolbox, man.
But
Just
it's body weight versus percentage of active ingredient for one.
Yes.
It's body weight.
Yes.
But on top of that,
now you
go ahead.
You're saying, okay, right, so a rat's got to eat a certain amount of the rodenticide to die, and that's fine. But when he dies, now the people saying, oh, but the owls eat the rats. I've never seen an owl eat a dead rat.
Yeah.
They're
They like
hunters.
their shit
So
fresh.
when they're
They're
still alive, they
hunters.
haven't eaten, and most of them haven't eaten enough to die.
Exactly.
Predator prey, man. Predator prey.
Absolutely, without question. And
the reason
we're talking about 0.0025% of active ingredient in a portion of that. And for them, and they don't even have to eat that much to get a lethal dose. So I mean, granted, it's powerful stuff, but it's not that goddamn powerful.
Well, my thought always was that if you go to like the farm stores around here, you'll find like buckets of Tomcat they sell on the shelf for these people who don't know how to properly apply it, and they'll chuck handfuls of it like in the back of their barn.
Right. Yeah.
Now, if you were to take it away from public access, and only allow professional licensed people to use it, then you won't have that issue. But if you start, letting everybody and their mother with it's like the whole idea with those buy your pesticide online in this little bag, add water, and do your own pest control. That's how you fucking kill pollinators, because you get someone who's scared to death of bees and they're going to hose fucking everything down, and they don't know how to properly use pesticides.
Exactly.
So take it off. Take it off the fucking shelf.
I dealt with that. I dealt with that this morning. I was doing a treatment outside. The lady, they were having issues with ground-dwelling insects. And am I going to go through there with my fucking wand and my backpack and blast all that shit? No, I'm going under, and I'm treating the soil like it belongs. And I'm leaving those flowers untreated for the pollinators. You know what? Those bees are going to live. And say what you will about domestic honey, imported domestic honeybees. Fuck all that. That's not what I'm here for. But I'm going to protect them because I like honey on my toast. And I want to keep the honey cheap. But yeah, man, it's like you can treat effectively, but not bother the pollinators by just leaving the fucking flowers alone. Just get underneath, do your treatment. None of this shit is to the point of being systemic that it's going to suck up into the plant and affect those things. No, it doesn't work that way. There's only one chemical that does that I know of, and that's orthine. But nobody's fucking spraying that liquid baby shit around.
If the state Department of Agriculture wants to have a class for, say, farmers, people who store grain and things, if they want to do a class either discounted or funded by the state to teach some of these farmers how to properly use rodenticides and how to properly use bait boxes and stuff, that's great. Give them access to it once they've gone through a precursory class of proper use of rodenticides, but take it off the fucking shelves of the stores.
Get your license. Get your license. If you want to use it, get your license.
Right.
So in the UK, as of next year, see the farmers in the UK currently, if you're a member of Red Tractor, under the insurance scheme, they can just go to a farm shop and buy professional use rodenticide with no training. However, as of next year, they've got to have a certificate in a rodenticide course, brand new, for 5 years, or they've got to join a CPD scheme, one of the two. But that also applies to us pest controllers as well. But at least they're doing something. Everyone moans about, obviously, about selling to the public. We have a body called Crew who look after pest control industry, agriculture, and all of that. But the public, the people moan about the public, that's the health and safety executive. And the reason they won't ban the sale of rodenticides and insecticides to the public is they said that we need to provide a cheap way for people who can't afford pest control services to be able to access it.
Too bad.
Exactly.
That's why we're licensed.
So sad.
That's why we're licensed. That's why we're insured. That's why we've got businesses of our own. That's why we go through what we go through every day to try and help you out, is because we deserve to get paid for all that shit. Because we're not the ones killing everything, right? It's ridiculous.
Now, Dave, I remember the last show you were on. You mentioned that like there were things you couldn't use either. Was it glue boards or snap traps? Was it? You told they were cutting the legs out from under you.
Yeah, glue boards, snap traps. We can't use any of that stuff. We are solely
snap traps.
Wow.
For real?
Yeah.
No, not even snap traps.
We can use flat
glue boards ain't banned there, but they've got a law where you got to apply for a license, and it's like it's a technical block, but they've done it so it looks like they've not banned it, but they have really. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. If
that's bad. That's bad.
Flat bar. But all we can use is rodenticides. And you can buy, like the public can buy rodenticides in supermarkets and warehouses, not warehouses. We got a place called Bunnings here, and they've just got a huge pest control section. But every time I've seen a possum get killed, a dog poisoned, or any other harm to the environment, it's always the public. Every single time.
Yep.
Dave, you're spot on, mate. You're spot on.
It's the public and it's Micah Paxman, but we won't get
the bug billionaire.
The bug billionaire. Boom.
Look, get me in the ring with him. I want
Dave,
5 minutes.
On, mate.
5 minutes for him.
With what you're saying, you're spot on. It's always the public that misuse, and it's like the site I just took over. I can go to the Department of Agriculture and I can report the site, but they don't have enough inspectors and there's not enough money to send the inspectors out. So what I do is I removed all the bait they did, and I started educating them on how to use it. I mean, obviously I've taken over the site and I've got my bait stations and my baits and all of that. But I'm trying to educate them on how to use it thoroughly and how to use it properly, not just to put it out there for anything to eat.
Yeah, exactly. I had one this week where the farm I was at had actually put their own rodenticide into my bait boxes. And I was like, no. I don't know if you guys have tracking powder over there.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a tracking powder here that is so strong. It's highly, highly toxic. And they're mixing that with grain and they're throwing handfuls of that. It's very similar.
Is it
ZP?
Is it zinc phosphate?
Is it ZP?
No,
we can't get that. We can't get that in Canada anymore because people were able to just buy it on Amazon and stuff.
What the fuck?
And they were just
ZP is
doing
the
whatever.
hydrogen bomb of rodent killers.
Oh, brother! If you use that shit right, you're gonna.
It's wonderful.
Issue.
You're gonna kill everything.
Man, I did hot dog shake and bake with ZP. I took a Ziploc bag, chunks of hot dog, a little shake and bake, put it down the burrows, man. Everything.
I remember this story.
Hamburger.
I remember that story, Jack.
I remember hamburger and baggies with a little ZP, and people back in the day there was a product called there was a chemical called 1080. And I don't remember exactly what it's in, but I know the antidote for it was get your affairs in order. And you basically, I mean, they had dudes, no gloves, nothing like that, mixing that shit with ground beef, putting it in plastic sandwich bags, and chucking it in rat burrows on railroad tracks and shit like that. The old one of the old really oldsters at the Big Green Tea was telling me that story, and I was just like, because I'd heard about 1080. 1080 was gone by the time I got into the business, but oh my god, yeah, 1080 was like, sorry for your luck, bitch, So.
But Dave,
no, we still got that in South Africa. They use it for some kind of worm in the orchards. And it's sad because people misuse that shit.
Well, yeah. Anything that's available for anybody to use, professional or otherwise, is going to fall into the wrong hands, and that's the whole problem. Yeah. You can register a pesticide all day long, and the only thing that's going to happen is the legal action is taken against you if you misuse it, and it's usually the professional that ends up paying the price.
Now, because we're the ones that carry it all the time, right?
Exactly, right. And the thing is, it always comes back to they can trace that. They can trace that supply chain back to the professional, and if it's a professional that's passing it out to the public, fucking fry them.
Someone else did the shooting, but
everybody else.
Someone else did the shooting, but you're holding the gun.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So now, Mario, do you have the same problems with dealing with rodenticides or dealing with rodent issues down in South America, in Brazil? Are they restricting rodenticides down there?
No, we don't have any restrictions. You can use whatever rodenticide. If it is legal, you can use it. You can use glue boards, you can use traps, snap traps, but we have the same problem. There are so many products available for the people to buy at supermarkets and stuff. So, and worst of that, there's a insecticide, a granular insecticide, very, very toxic, and they misuse it for rats. The rat eats the rat eats it, then the dog eats it, died also, and 2 or 3 it is scaled for it doesn't have antidote. Doesn't have antidote. I don't know the name to say to you guys.
Is it first generation?
It's got to be first generation.
Is it a single feed poison?
It's a carbamate.
There you go.
I miss carbamates.
Bang. Works good,
carbamate,
but in the
granular carbamate.
I miss Ficam.
They buy this, and not we the professionals, but the people in general. They buy this, and the rats eat it and dies almost instantly, and they say, "Oh, this is good." But when we use our rodenticides, they eat and don't die. They say you're feeding them, just feeding them. They're not dying. So they think it's not a good thing. It's not a good product. What they want is to see the bodies on the floor.
Right.
So back in the
bodies hit the floor.
back in the day here in Canada, there used to be like warfarin, it was called. Mm-hmm. And that shit any farmer could buy. You could walk into any local hardware store. Now we're talking like 30 years ago. Anybody could buy a pail of this stuff, and farmers were chucking it in their fields. And the thing is, cows were eating it. So they were finding traces of this in the milk on the shelves. So that's when Canada started to be like, hang on, rodenticide is bad. Well, it's not if you're not fucking chucking it in the fields for everybody and their brother and their cow to eat this shit. Like let's be smart about this, and let's be educated about this. Like guys like us, we've got like a target on our back because we're the guys that have the balls enough to go out and kill shit that needs to be killed when nobody else wants to do it. places like Hope for Wildlife and stuff like that, where they want you to live trap a mouse and take it 20 minutes down the road and release it and let it go into somebody else's fucking house. Right. People like that don't understand until it's their house. And then as soon as it's their house, then they understand. And then they're like, oh, well, we need to call in a professional, right? It's just, oh, man. And it's not getting better. It's only perpetually getting worse. Here in Canada, it's perpetually getting worse. The bleeding hearts are just getting worse. Like, guys like us, we need to be able to go out and do our shit.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. We need to be able to go out and do it because nobody else wants to do it, right? Nobody else wants to fucking get a half live rat and just beat it to death with their fist. Nobody wants to do that. I fucking live for business, Rodney. I fucking live for that shit. I live for that shit.
I'd pinch off for violence,
right? Bloodlust.
Matter of fact, my first confirmed kill I did with a 2x2 piece of a 2x2 piece of lumber. Back behind a stack of other lumber at McMillan Blodell in Morristown, Indiana. The rat was stuck. He had both his back feet stuck on a rat board, and he was just like dragging himself. I took pity on him and ended him. It was the best day of my life until I walked out the same day. I walked out, and the state chemist was standing right by my truck, getting ready to find me because my toolbox was unlocked. So I was 6 weeks into my career in pest control, and I was at the Big Green Tea. And that dude was just out looking for a place to fish and saw my truck. And he's like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna see if I can't collect a little money." So I got fined for that and blah blah blah. But anyway, that was a long time ago. God damn, 33 years ago.
Now, guys, what happened in South Africa a couple of months ago was we had a couple of poisonings in stores. Now we have these Pakistani people opening stores all over the country, and they live in their shops, most of them, anyways. And they do their own pest control. They don't believe in getting somebody professional out there. So there was a couple of children got poisoned from tibufos. They got tibufos poisoning in a store. Now tibufos is not in South Africa, at least, is not used by pest control operators to control anything. It's used by farmers. And the problem is you get poisons distributed to farms, and the farms are supposed to have a logs of who gets access to the poison rooms and all of that, but the farmers don't do that. So and if I give my buddy $10 or $20 or even a $5, he'll give me a little bag of poison to control my cockroaches or my rodents or whatever, so I can do it at home. And that's what happened in South Africa, and that's why that's the big thing why they brought in the ban on rodenticides in South Africa. They're saying now it's been coming from 2010. But after that happened, they put a big ban on rodenticides in South Africa. And the thing is, people like the farmers not doing their job on keeping tabs on who gets access to their poisons and how much stock they have. And secondly, people getting poisons from the shops. I mean, you can buy it free. Most of the stuff you can buy freely. They want to put a ban on liquid rodenticides. They've banned a lot of pesticides or rodenticides, including, I think Dave mentioned vacuum and tracking powder, which is excellent, when used right, is an excellent poison. But they've banned that in South Africa completely. And they're cutting our hands. I mean, what are you to do? Who was it? It wasn't Shaun. Oh, somebody said they're not allowed to use snap traps even. I mean, at least we're allowed to use snap traps, but still, it's not as effective in every situation.
Now, that stuff, was it related to chlorpyrifos? Because it just, for some reason, I hear that phos at the end. I'm thinking it's something that's the same. It's in the same family as it.
Yeah.
I was just curious if it was in the same family.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. Yeah.
Gotcha. Now, Brad, what are you drinking over there?
I was wondering when you'd ask me that. Well, Jack, as is most of the time, I am drinking my retirement bourbon, which is Evan Williams single barrel, made in a mysterious place known as Kentucky. And I'll tell you what, man, this stuff it's young as can be. It's bottled in bond, so which means it has to be at least 100 proof or 50% alcohol by volume, much like myself. And aged for at least a week, and it's really good. It definitely defies its age. It's nice and smooth. Got a little bit of a bite, a little bit of a burn, but nothing like you would expect. It's sweet. Still has some of that taste of that smoky taste that you get from hanging around in an oak building for a while. It's really good. But you know what, Jack? I think that burn is kind of the most prominent thing. But I always wash it down with a little bit of iced tea or ice water in my Tony Spangler tumbler from Spangler.
Oh yes.
If you got
refreshing, yeah. And I'm telling you what, man, this dude right here, it's something else. I'm gonna grab an empty one here, and I want to show you some of the features of the Tony Spangler tumbler. Because this one's full of ice water. I don't want to do all this shit, but you guys got to see this, baby. There it is, Jack.
The rubber bottom,
feature,
baby.
The rubber bottom.
Yeah.
And
yeah, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Man. It's clean. It's clean, man. I washed it good. I washed it. I put a little bit of sanitizer on it. It's
spit on it a little bit.
Ow, man. Yep. No chance of pink eye on this one, Ed, guys. And Tony Spangler tumblers are double insulated steel. As you can see, you got the double insulated steel wall. You notice I've not used this one yet because it still has the literature in it. And every one of these comes with a note that says, wash before use, which is, self-explanatory, especially with the rubber bottom. Avoid extreme heat. Hand wash only, which is good. Do not microwave. And for all you Donnie and Breeze out there, do not soak. So, all
of those things can be applied to your penis.
Absolutely,
all of those rules.
That's right. So, but this dude will keep things cold for a long time. It loves you long time with them ice cubes because I've got ice cubes in this one. I know Sunday morning when I wake up, there'll probably be like a couple of ice cubes still left in it. That is the insulating power of a Tony Spangler tumbler.
Sounds like Yeti to me or Stanley.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about these wonderful graphics too. I mean, this is the old gold favorite here, the Tales from the Crawl Space one. It's got a couple of hot looking dudes on it. There's one of them right there. And there is.
Look at that sexy motherfucker.
Look at that motherfucker, man. Look at that beard right there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, does that scream pioneer days or what?
It screams sit on his face, is what it says.
It screams sit on his face. Yeah, because when you get too wet, you can just wipe off.
That's right. Moisturizer, baby. Moisturizer.
Sometimes I wonder, should we just remove the warning labels from stuff and let nature take
nature sort it out? Yeah. We keep proving Darwin right with every warning label. But I'll tell you what though, but nothing is more effective and great about the Tony Spangler tumbler than what comes with it. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the one and only surgical stainless steel urethral sounding rod that comes with every Tony Spangler tumbler. Let me tell you what, I've had this one. This is the original. This is one of the first ones I got, and this dude right here, the edge on that is just as sharp as when I first inserted it a couple of years ago. And I'll tell you what, it comes clean too, because I can't tell you how many times I've used this. I don't taste a thing. I'm telling you, man. It's like nothing.
I'd show you mine, but mine's in right now. I've got mine in right now. So.
Man, you're doing the show with one in, man.
You're damn right. That's how comfortable it is. That's how comfortable. Oh, like I said, it turns my loads into a t-shirt launcher. It's like, that's right.
Right. Yeah. And we're looking forward to maybe in the 2026 models having rifled barrels. Not only can it go for distance, it can go for accuracy as well.
That's right. That's right, baby.
But these things will clear whatever detritus, debris, or any type of scarring buildups that you have. And as usual, I do not have usual. They've got them in 2 different types, straight and angle. But I'm telling you what, the graphics here. I mean, look at this thing. I mean, it's like Paula is sitting on my shoulder right now, just like a little parrot.
That's not where you want her to sit, though, is it?
No, but the funny thing is, she sounds just like it too. But God love her, and so, and then they've got it, and Tony has a limited edition one that you don't even have to take a suck out of to see if the stuff is cold. That nipple right there is going to tell you whether or not it's cold. If it's sticking out, you've got cold liquid in here.
Eat your heart out, Coors. Eat your heart out.
That's right. Eat your heart out. You know, it don't turn blue. It just sticks out a little bit.
Little pain.
You got to be careful because sometimes if it gets really cold, you cut glass with that motherfucker. So,
yeah, maybe.
Anyway, so I'm telling you, man, the collection. I mean, if you could think it, he can make it. Tony has got them all. I mean, you know, any type of graphic you want. Yes, Rodney. I have a few tumblers. Okay, don't judge.
That looks like my cabinet.
Like, yeah, William the Merciful, my boss, is getting quite a collection himself. I went ahead and I had the very first one. This was the second one. The first one I had was a Liquitox label, and which was slick. It was sick, dudes. It was sick. And William the Merciful's my guy, so I gave it to him for Christmas. And but I mean, gosh, I mean, you saw it. We've got great graphics. We have the rubber bottom. We have double insulating the stainless steel, and we have the ubiquitous, urethral sounding rod. So I mean, if any of that meets your needs, there's only one place to go, folks.
If you got Peronis, reach for Tony. Steal urethral sounding rods.
That's right, boys and girls. That is JT Starry, my son, my handsome boy, my talented boy. If you go to JT Starry VO on Facebook, you can get him to do jingles like that. You can get him to do podcast intros. He can do all of it for you. If you check him out, his music is on 6 Foot Stump. I believe it's both on TikTok, Instagram, and on Apple Music. 6 Foot Stump. You can find the music that his own original music on there. But JT Starry VO for jingles, intros, what have you,
etc. Yes, and Jack.
I'm going there right
now. He's always going to be Jack's boy, but that man is a man now. So we recently celebrated his 21st birthday. So he can enjoy legal libations now.
Yeah, Brad was there with us. We got him on video chat while we were sitting out. Had a big old steak cookout for his 21st birthday. It was awesome.
It was glorious, man. It was majestic, is what it was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was. Your good friend Shaun Muller was with you. And,
yep.
Oh yeah, man! It looked like it was a good time, and I really appreciate you letting me be a part of it because
hell yeah, man!
I love that guy, man. I love him. But anyway, so you see that I tend to drink. So what do y'all do to unwind?
Don't everybody talk at once.
Yeah, don't everybody talk at once. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's start with this, Andries. What do you do to unwind?
Well, working for myself, you don't really get. I've started. I'm self-employed now, so which is a good thing because I always wanted to retire early. But the moment you start working for yourself, you realize that you're never going to retire. So this is my retirement now. But I enjoy pest control, and it's been a passion of mine. So to unwind, well, I do a bit of DIYing around the house, and I've got a Volkswagen a Myers-Manx out here, which I tend to tinker on in my spare time.
Very good. Very good.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Shaun?
Gym. Go to the gym. Deadlifting.
Go to the gym. I knew you were going to say that. See, this is great because you and Rodney are right next to each other. This is like the gun show.
Yeah.
No. Shaun has been documenting his progress at the gym. He's really come a long way. He's been kicking ass. I'm really been proud of him for all the accomplishments he's making, for sure.
Yeah. We've had some chats. It's been nice. Yeah.
A while ago now. Yeah,
It's been
It
it's
was.
been a bit. It's been a bit.
Yeah.
Busy season, brother. Busy
That's right.
season.
Yeah, and you haven't seen anything till you've seen a video of Sweaty Shaun pumping iron.
Oh no,
Makes me want to touch his toe.
Pay me that.
Every time, stop! My penis can only get so erect here, you guys.
You must me blush, guys.
Mario, how about you? I know you take the motorcycle out, don't you, Mario?
Yeah, I like to unwind. I like to take my motorcycle and hit the road and listen to rock and roll with my girl, and that's what I love to do. And definitely, I must get back to the gym.
Man, Mario's got the accent. He's got the motorcycle. He's got the life, man.
Yeah. I need to get back to the gym too. Jim Dandy's hamburger stand. But Mario, you say you like to ride your motorcycle and whatnot. Where you live, what's the terrain like? Do you have a lot of hills, mountains, things like that? Anything like that around your area?
Mostly hills.
Okay.
Mostly hills. Mountains, not too much. But when I want to go to the beach, for example, I must get down the hill, the mountain. So, but here is more flat but windy.
Okay, but you're within driving distance of some good ride. You're within driving distance of some good. You're in driving distance of some good riding. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Dave, what do you do to kind of disconnect?
Spend time with the family and resin. I got my little side hustle, the crab snapper. Things like that.
Oh, I love those.
Nice.
I love that. See, that's why I asked him that. That's why I asked this question. You guys were just fluff for me to Dave to show that.
Gorgeous. Yeah, it's Crab Smasher Dice and Resin. I've followed your channel on social media and stuff. You make some really great stuff. You made a set of dice with insects in them for JT, and he absolutely loves them. They are gorgeous. So if you want a unique, one-of-a-kind set of dice, you need to go to Crab Smasher Dice and Resin and get with him to get something, because it'll be like nothing else you've ever seen. It's the coolest damn thing in the world. It really is.
I will definitely go check that out.
For sure. All right. I guess that leaves
Not
you,
just do dice,
big guy.
Huh?
How you heard me, you hoser?
Hey.
Hey.
I like to hit the gym. I like to spend time with my kids. Sometimes I like to shoot guns, man. There's nothing. I may or may not have a little bit of a gun collection, and I do like to make shit go boom. So
I like to make shit go boom.
At the end of the day, I like to know that no matter what, I got shit handled. So I got a little bit of something for a little bit of everything, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm hoping to get out in the next couple of weeks. I'm trying to talk William the Merciful into making the Friday after Labor Day. Close the shop and call it Do It the Fuck You Want Day. We did it last year. It was great. Got to go out to coworker Richard's got a little farm down in southern Indiana that we got to spend a couple days out at, and just had a
William
good time.
fucked
Shot
himself
some
up
guns,
though.
drank some beer, and William almost killed himself. So
yep,
that was beautiful. Oh, that leg was a mess. That leg was a hot fucking mess
for a long time.
Safety first.
Safety first.
You guys sound like with the guns. You guys sound like you guys are from Texas.
Oh man.
Listen,
it's like no. This dude's leg. He rolled this. He took a 4-wheeler out, rolled it on his leg, and he had a hematoma that looked like a fucking IV bag full of Welch's grape jelly. It was disgusting.
Now, Andres, that closet right behind me, there's a whole bunch of guns in that one. So, and I ain't even anywhere close to Texas.
I used to have guns, but I've got this pond out in front. I was washing them. I was washing the guns in the pond, and all of a sudden, this great big catfish just come and snatched every fucking one of them. I don't know what happened.
When I went to Texas, they told me I fit right in. They said, "Where are you from?" I said, "Nova Scotia, Canada." They said, "Where?"
Yeah. And then when you said you were out here looking to buy a hoose, they knew you weren't from Texas.
Yeah. I mean, I spent about 4 months up in Canada. Some good country up there. I fell in love with Canada right there.
Naturally, Canada is beautiful, but we usually don't talk politics on the show. So.
Yeah. I spent more time in the United States than in Canada, but back in 2008, I spent some time up in Canada, and it was wonderful. Love it.
You ever make your way to Nova Scotia? You look me up, brother. I got a place for you.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
we'll have some fun.
No, yeah.
I still got to get a passport. I'm the ugly American. I've left a couple of times, but that was before I needed a passport to even fucking go as far as Alaska. So yeah, it'll happen one of these days.
I need to get mine soon because I'm planning on taking JT to Scotland here in a couple of years. So
yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, Scotland.
Yeah, that's right, Scotland. Just get him down to his roots.
That's right. So, Brad, what are we doing next week?
That's a damn good question, Jack. Hey, guys. Hey, all you international guys, what should we do next week?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Your best kill.
Oh yeah. Oh
Your
yeah.
Best kill.
I already let the cat out of the bag on this one, man. That 2x2 with the
your first kill.
My first.
What was your first kill?
You never forget your first waffle stomp.
Nobody first stomp. Yeah, curb stomping a rat, man. It's a beautiful thing.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Your first kill.
Yeah.
Ooh, you could have some fucking GoldenEye, fucking James Bond graphics in the. We
got to get Grace Slick to sing the intro for us.
Oh man, my first kill was a rat that bit the front of my safety boot, my steel toes, and I launched him across the restaurant. Man, scenic.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That is fucking beautiful. Real quick, I want to do another round the panel here. Start with you, Andreas, because you're to the top left of my screen. What is the stupidest thing a customer ever told you?
Man.
I know you have to pick one. I get it. But,
Yeah, man. I got to. Okay, could you rather ask me what was the smartest thing that maybe I could have told her that? But man, you know what?
To choose from. So many.
So many to choose from.
Okay, let me broaden it. What is a stupid thing the customer told you that you remember?
Will this pesticide harm me? No, ma'am. I'm spraying without a mask. So if I'm spraying without a mask, then you'll be quite fine. I do this every day of my life.
There you go.
Just don't lick the baseboards. Just don't lick the baseboards.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Shaun.
No,
the stupidest.
It was in the pandemic, right? And I'd never heard. It's not rodent related, but he had some rodents in his garden, and this guy was making us, me and my dad, because I work with my dad. And you know, bacterial cleaner for your sides. He was getting me and my dad to spray the bottom of our shoes, wipe them down, because COVID you can catch it through the grass.
Wow.
And then on the way out, he made us do it, but we did it. I thought, bloody hell.
Customer's always right, brother. Customer's always right.
No,
I've never had it since. Only time I ever had that.
Oh, Lordy. Wow. That's something else. Rodney, what about you, buddy?
Stupidest thing a customer ever told me. It was a restaurant. It was a pizza shop I was looking after for years, and just went into new ownership. And they were on their persuasion of the I like extra medicine. And I went in and I introduced myself, and we talked about the rats that were chewing through their dumpster because they were dirty fucks. And then they proceeded to tell me the pest control should be free, and they fired me.
Good Lord.
And I happily walked away and never ate there again.
Egads.
Free pest control.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Stupidest thing.
Yep, pretty much.
All right, Dave.
I think the stupidest thing, not something that they've told me, but something that they've done. I went to this restaurant. The guy said, okay, I want you to spray around this area. And I'm like, yep, no worries. Sprayed it all out. Went to another area, came back. This guy's on his hands and knees going, what the hell is this? It's like, something's spilling here. And I'm like, dude, you just asked me to spray there. That's poison. He's like, oh, am I going to die? I'm like, yeah, probably.
Wow.
But not from this. Not from this. I'm like, how did you make it to a dog food? He's down there licking his head. Like, what the hell, bro?
Sheer luck.
Is this rainwater?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What's this?
He goes into a restaurant and thinks they're covered with something and goes, oh, I know, I'm going to lick it.
It's mother's milk. It's got to be mother's
The
milk.
warning labels. I'm telling you about the warning labels.
Yeah, the tree of life is self-printing. You got to take the warning labels. I was gobsmacked. I was absolutely gobsmacked.
I bet. Good
Mario.
Yeah, I was making a rat service in a farm, and the guy told me, man, you got to get rid of these rats fast before they turn into bats and start to suck our blood. Because there is I swear to God, he said it.
The fuck is wrong
I
with
don't know
you?
if in your country they have its myth.
Oh God!
I don't know if in your country has this myth, but here people believe that old rats became bats.
Oh,
Man.
Become bats.
Wow.
God,
Wow.
it's got to be a fucking urban legend. Okay, Jack, your turn, buddy.
Well, for me, the one that sticks with me all the time was working for the second largest school system in the country. You get kids that get lice at school, head lice. Mm-hmm. And I can't begin to tell you how many times I've been asked if I could treat their kids. If I could treat their children for head lice. Like, yeah, just line them up. I'll just hose them down. You know that brick wall that you dodgeball at? Just line them up there. I'll just get out the power sprayer, just hose all them fuckers down for
That's right.
You know, I can name a company that'll do that. That'll hose them all down.
Brad, how about you?
Oh, mine. I've told that this one was actually broadcasted on Pesters in an episode, but this one stuck with me forever. I had a guy come in. He goes, hey, I was going in to do his regular service, and that was back with the interior, exterior, blah blah blah. He's like, I don't want you spraying my basement. I said, why not? He goes, I got something special down there, and I thought he was talking about something, like an old, an heirloom or something like that. No. Not at all. This guy is talking about, I got something new out there because crickets and spiders are mating in my basement and they're making these freaky little things. He's talking about camel crickets, right?
Camel crickets, yeah,
fucking
right.
cave crickets, with the big spindly fucking back legs and shit. He's like, he thought that crickets and spiders were in there fucking, and doing the nasty shit and creating these fucking freaks of nature, right? And he goes, I'm gonna get rich because I'm gonna sell these fuckers to science. And it's like fucking science. I said, can you show me one? I said, he goes, oh yeah, you want to see it? He goes, you don't get to take one though, because these are mine. So he puts his Marlboro out, right? and then fucking saunters down. He picks one up. I looked at it and I said, sir, that's what's known as a camel cricket, and they're all over this fucking place. He's just like, he looks at it, looks at me, he looks at it again, he goes, God damn it, just get down there and spray them. Dumbass. It's like, oh yeah, it's like they're down there just getting all freaky, fucking
genetic crossbreeding. Yeah,
exactly, man. This is like a spider and a cricket are down there fucking, and it's like, no, spiders are strictly into oral, and the crickets take it in the ass, so you're not going to get anything out of it.
Not going to happen.
That's right. You might get a couple turds that look like spiders, but that's about all you're gonna get. I'm gonna get rich and sell them to science. But yeah, that's my stupidest thing.
Well, I think we might just roll with your first kill next week on Tales from the Crawl Space podcast. Yeah. That'd be a good one.
I think. Nice. Hey, Jack. Why don't we call the episode "License to Kill"? What do you say?
And the subtitle will be an industry event.
An industry event. That's right. License to Kill. A blockbuster industry event.
That's right.
Brought to you by Evan Williams and Tony Spangler from SpanglerArt.com.
I've got two more questions. Right. Yes, sir. The first one. Women in pest control. And in South Africa, I know about one woman, literally one woman in pest control. That's it. Doing active pest control. No other woman. It's a man's job over here. Yeah. That's the first question.
Well, I think speaking on behalf of the United States, we have a lot of women in pest control, and they are some ass kicking ladies, and they do an amazing job. We happen to have one on the payroll right now, and she's doing a tremendous job as well. She's bringing a new face to the company. She's really making an impact, and so we're glad to have her. But yeah. As far as the U.S., I'm not nowhere near as many as there are men. It's nowhere near equal, but we've got quite a few.
And gaining wonderful. More and more by the year. More and more are getting into the industry. And exactly. The one that's working with you is also one of the two hosts of Pestrogen Podcast, which is a show that's geared towards women in pest, ladies in the pest control industry. So
yeah, it's hosted by Jenny Wilson and Candace Nordquist, two of my favorite ladies. And so they put out a podcast each week, and it's a really good one, and not as good as ours, but yeah, I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's maybe about 78% as good as ours, but nonetheless. Shaun, what about you?
What about the other countries?
Well, speaking from the UK, there is more and more females getting into the business, but it's probably 5 to 10% at a guess. As a trade body, though, because I'm obviously on the board of directors for the National Pest Technicians Association, we are trying to attract more women into the industry. But it's always been male dominated, but it is changing. More women are getting into it, but hopefully one day there'll be a lot more. But all the female technicians and biologists I know are all great. They are. So hopefully more will come.
Agreed. Canada.
Ooh, I have personally trained and helped train several women in the industry who are more badass than probably 95% of the men that I've trained and worked with. There is in this industry, there's a special type of person. It doesn't matter if you've got a dick. It doesn't matter what you've got. There's a special type of person. So these ladies, they all had it all, and they were all stone cold killers. So, in Canada, it's probably the same as over in the UK. There might only be 5% in the industry, but the ones that are there and the ones that stick with it are going to change the face of pest control and make it a lot better. Trust me.
Amen.
Yeah, brother.
You know it. Australia.
Yeah, we got quite a few. I mean, it's still a very male-dominated industry, but there are a lot of women in pest control here, and same. Great to see.
Nice.
Okay. How about Brazil?
Yeah, I've trained a few people as well, like a few females in the industry, and they were really good. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. How about Virginia? It's not part of the United States. Virginia.
Well, Mario, how about you? What's the pace of pest control in Brazil? Is there a lot of women that do pest control in Brazil?
As technicians, not. Almost I knew only one in 20 years, but as managers, as biologists, there are a lot, or even company owners.
Oh wow!
Okay. What the hell's going on with my shit? I'm getting a really bad echo. Does anybody else hear that?
Yeah, I heard it for a second.
Okay.
I think it's coming from Dave. I had to mute his microphone there for a second.
Oh, okay.
Now, my second question, my second statement, it says your recording has stopped, so I can't see your name, but it's already been answered that it takes a special kind of person or a special breed to be in pest control. It takes anybody can get into pest control. Anybody can be a tech for a year or two, but to be like I've been in pest control for 18 years. It's my life. It's my bread. It's what I live and breathe. So it's so a lot of you guys in your countries and what you do. And like you said, the women that are great, that'll kick a lot of ass. It takes, and this is the statement I want to make, is it takes a special kind of person to do what we do. Not everybody wants to do it. It's seen as a blue collar job, but it's a specialty job. It's dirty, but it's a specialty job, and we should be proud of what we do.
100%.
I agree. Absolutely, completely.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
The thing about what we do is there's still kind of a stigma about what we do, and I think that it a lot of it has to do with how the media portrays us. How movies portray us, the bumbling bug man, blah blah blah, Three Stooges shit, and it's a lot to overcome. Now saying as far as I feel like as far as where we're at here in the States, a lot of it is beginning to change. We're becoming more professional in our demeanor in front of the customer, which has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing here on the podcast. Thank Christ. And I feel like the industry is changing for the better. And I think the introduction of women into the workforce in pest control is a big part of that. A lot of women, I got some feedback from some of our customers when Jenny started working with us that it's nice to see a woman in the industry. To come, I felt much better with Jenny or with a woman in the house doing the pest control, being a single woman, and my husband wasn't home and whatnot. I hear that a lot, and then it's after that the doors open. It's a matter of you as a technician, be it male, female, to go in and finish that image and get it right. Yeah. And so I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more women in the industry.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, even in South Africa, we'd want a lot more women in South Africa in the industry. Unfortunately, it's not seen as well. It's
is it a cultural norm thing with you guys? I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't mean to interrupt you, Andres, but is it like a cultural thing? As far as roles, certain roles for certain sexes, women do this and men do that type of thing.
Yeah, but to a certain extent, yes. But to a certain extent, yes. But it's pest control in South Africa is not well. Most of the public don't really know what we do. It's an invisible occupation. They don't really know what you do. Oh, you come and spray. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Come and spray. So we need more women in the industry. We need more women in leadership in the industry in South Africa, especially because I've worked for a mom and pop operation with women in leadership, and I mean that company is doing great with women in leadership because they understand certain things about pest control and hygiene and certain spaces that men don't always get.
Got it. Yeah. That's what I was kind of wondering. Again, the narrow-minded American here just wanted to know, how that was, and I just wasn't sure exactly, how it played out there. So, I definitely appreciate everybody's candor tonight, and it's been a hell of a show, Jack.
It really has. It's a great first show back after.
Oh, it has. I feel like we recharged, Jack. I think it had a lot to do with beef and Floyd.
I am full of vim and vigor.
Beef Floyd. I was full of beef, Floyd, and gummy. I was. I think if you as a podcast host, Shaun, never be afraid to take a little break if you need it. I'm sure you understand that.
Yeah.
You give yourself a little breather to kind of recharge because you want to be good. You want to be good at it. You want to give everybody a good show. And Jack and I feel that way. So besides, we're not fucking getting paid for this.
That's truth.
For the love of pest control.
That's right.
And love of pest control.
I have just enjoyed even the shitty episodes, like the one I had my brother and my cousin on. I enjoyed completely because it gave us a chance to sit around and talk. Just a few guys shooting the shit, and Mario's over there. It's like, yeah, I heard that one. Jesus Christ, what a mess.
Was kind of rough.
I just wish I could have been like Jack and just sat there and just watched it burn. But somebody had to be involved, so I decided to fall on the grenade. So first kill next week, Jack.
First kill, yep.
Okay, everybody remember, we're quickly approaching Cheese Stock 2025.
Yes, we are.
There's going to be a cast of few at there, and it's going to be White People Taco Night at Stately Harvey Manor, and we're going to get together, and we're also going to do a show as well there, and hopefully another bourbon tasting because I do accept bourbon as gifts, and it's going to be a great show. So October 18th, look for that. But as for next week, we're going to go with first kill. So everybody, Andres, Shaun, Rodney, Dave, Mario, you got Rambo up there. I was having a brain fart.
I like their hesitation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, and you too, Rodney. So, guys, I love you all. Andreas, don't be a stranger, man. We're going to ask you back.
No, man.
Yeah, definitely going to ask you back.
Absolutely.
It's been an absolute honor being on here, and a pleasure sharing what
all ours, my man. So always love it. So everybody, we're going to do this international episode again. So if you hail from other corners of the world that we haven't covered yet, send us a message. We'd love to talk to you, see if you're show worthy, or see if we're worthy to talk to you. So,
fair enough. Yep,
absolutely. So, on behalf of all of these yahoos here, on behalf of Tony Spangler at SpanglerArt.com, and the people I didn't mention over at Pest Tech US, they're giving us some good tools out in the field. We'll talk more about them later. On behalf of all of us and all of you, we respectfully ask you to bug the fuck off.
Bug off.
bug off.
Bug off.
You hear?
Okay,